Right, Agwan Hamotaman. So we are this moving to the Revise and Rise program. At that program, the second session, we are now at the second session, and we completed 25 questions, and this is 25 to 50 questions discussion today, right? So you know that. So we are focusing first paper first, but throughout that we spread the theory part to the second papers also, right? So you can gather a vast knowledge regarding this discussion of 25 questions on each day. So although it is night time, but I think you can gain a better knowledge regarding the exams, right? Okay, now we will move to the questions. So you have the PDF, so I can directly do the question here. Some advanced questions by the green board. This some are through the PDF. I can discuss it. Okay, right now first one they ask in the root 15 approximate value. So we discussed yesterday. We discussed where a root lies between two integers. Which integers? But here they are asking. What is the first approximation of this? Now we are going to discuss the first approximation. Those who do not know, or sometimes you know, but you are still doubts about first approximations, they can recover it. Okay, so this is how you do it. You take the log perfect square, right? So everyone continuously attend to the revise and rise. Then only that is like a chain. So we discuss some related points in the previous session. So I will not discussing again from the beginning because that is continuously programmed. So last time we listed out the perfect squares here. Now you know what is the before perfect square for 15, that is 9. Then after that, what is the perfect square? 16. Then root 15, there we get the root 9, that is 3. Then root 16, that is 4. Now I feel that 9 and 16 between that root 15 lies. So the answer would be between 3 and 4, any value. Okay, then I take the gap between, next time what I choose, the mid of that 3 and 4, midpoint is 3.5. So then what are the possible answer? Either 3.1, 2, 3, 4, 3.5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 4. 4 and 3 cannot take. Why? 4 and 3 having perfect square values. Okay, now I check for which part this is closer, root 15 closer to which part. But looking that, you can see that that is very closer to 16. So you check now the gaps between 9 and 15. You check the gap. 15 subtract 9, that is 6. Here 16 subtract 1, gap is 1. So the second step, take the gap between these two perfect squares. So now you feel that here having very low gap 1, that means root 15 is very closer to a value near to 4. So what are the closer value near to 4? Plus than that 3.9 there, 3.8 there. But one gap means, right, we will assume that that is 3.9. Sometimes it may be 3.8, but first guessing should be more accurate. Then only our calculation part will be reduced. Otherwise, you will multiply 2-3 times and searching, time wasting. Okay, so I guess now whether my answer 3.9. Then if I get 3.9, then I multiply 3.9, 3.9, then that shall be given a closer value to 15. So now I check 3.9 with 3.9 multiplication. Right, then quickly you can take the answer 3.9. 3.9 means 15.21. Now you've checked that 15.21 means more than 15. Which part more than? 0.21 more than. Right. So now you have still doubt. There may be a somewhere here 3.8 very closer to 15 than this 21 gap, 0.21 gap. So then you further check 3.8 for that. Okay, then you check 3.8 by 3.8 to clarify that issue. Then check 3.8 squares. that gives as 14.44, right? 14.44. So now you feel that that is 44 value and 14.44. So from that to 100, like 56 is there balanced. But here 21 is more, here 56 is less than the 15, not 56, that's 0.56. Here 0.21 more. So which one is having making a lesser gap? Lesser gap between this 15.21 that belongs to 3.9. So now you check root 15 approximately equal, right, 3.9. So this is the first approximation, that means to the first decimal place. Right, hands up those who understood the way of doing. Although this appear as a small question, right, it has a long steps in the paper one. The සමහර ළමයි හිතනවා මේක පොඩි question එකක් කියලා බලන්න ඒක steps කොච්චර deal වෙනවද කියලා. ඕක ගොඩක් ළමයි වරද්දනවා LAC ට පෙවුනට. පැහැදිලි? Right. Okay, very good. Right, that's the first question we had. Now we move to the second. So if you are keeping touching throughout these 2025 questions, you may see that we have that 41 session. Sometimes 35 questions they are of this. Then when you did some question, then you do okay for the next time. But if you do the again mistake, that means you are not getting that. Okay, right. So now we are moving to the next questions, the second one. See the second question. So second, the circumference of the cylinder. So I developed some questions with different views. Okay, so not the traditional question. The circumference of the cylinder shown in the figure is 44 centimeter. So the circumference given now 44. Check here. Circumference 44 and find the curved surface area of the cylinder. So as I mentioned yesterday, right, I explained you how the curved surface area is built up, right? So this is how the curved surface area is built up, right? This is a cylinder, okay? Then you can see that when I cut off, right, through a certain point and I unfold it, okay, then you can see that this base circumference comes as the length of this side. So when I unfold it, cut the curved surface area and unfold, right, then this height comes to this way. So that means it is like a rectangle. So it deduces to a rectangle here. So this length, this base is, right, comes as this side length. So that is the circumference. So the circumference of the base comes to this side, and this is the height of the cylinder. So what's the curved surface area? See that in two different ways. Remember, curved surface area given by the circumference of the base into the height h. One method. The other method, right, circumference is replaced by 25r into h. So remember in this two way, 25rh, the other one circumference into height. So now the circumference given, so substitute circumference directly. Some students try to find the r and then apply the formula 25rh. No, just circumference apply, because this 25r is the circumference. Instead of circumference, a whole figure given instead of 25r. So 25r part, now you know what is that. Substitute there. Right. So what is the 25r? Base circumference given? That is 44. So circumference multiplied with the height directly. What is the height? That gives you 12 centimeter. 44 into 12. Okay, then 528 square centimeter. Okay, so in this question, what is the gain thing? circumference into the height is the area. The other one 25R H the curved surface area, right? So that is fine. Right, now we move to the next question. Right, the third one. Here we have a triangle. So here we have a triangle and the angles given 70, 60y. So that's our traditional question. 60, 70y. The hamadam dadaganam mahadalhariya ne podak. Relax in natrim patra gana dano. Right, 70, 60. Right, tama we set to net dadaganam word. Then podi samani set to garantika khadani. It was say podak advance karnas revise. Right. So now here the interior angle sum is add up to 180. So that's the logic. Interior angle of a triangle. So you know that in all level paper we can see this type of equation. Exactly they are right 180. Then y plus 700 plus 60 that is 130 equal 180. Then subtract y here, right 180 subtract 130. Then that gives you y equal 50 degrees. Right. Okay, that's the second part. Related to the triangle theorem, right? The interior angle sum of a triangle is 180. Okay, then we move to the fourth one. So as I mentioned, so last time I mentioned you what are the things that be given in the questions, right? So here, so a semicircle given here. This is the semicircle part. And what is the diameter here? 21 centimeter diameter given. Okay. Now we will check. The figure shows a semicircle shell, diameter 21 centimeter. Find its perimeter. They are asking the perimeter. To find the perimeter, you require this arc length. So arc length, as I mentioned here in all level first paper, you have 180-degree sector, 90-degree and 45-degree only. So here semicircle, so you can apply is equal to 5r is the full circle. Semi mean half of that, directly half into 25r. So half into 2 into 5 into r. R is what? Diameter 21. Radius means 21 divided by 2. So without decimal, write as a fraction. 21 divided by 2, that is the radius. Okay. Then simplify 7173. Then 2, 1, 2, 1, then 2, 1, 2, 11. 11 into 3 becomes 33 centimeters. That's the arc length. This is given the arc length, but carefully they ask in the perimeter. Perimeter means the arc length plus this diameter. That's how the figure enclosed. So that 33 plus with 21. So that gives you 54 centimeters there. 54 centimeters. Okay, right. Make the 2 marks there. Right now you can see that a nice question I developed it. Right, some students in a trouble in this question. Right, make it a moment. Right, see everyone. Right, so here P dash union, right? මතක තියාගන්න මේ කියලා දෙන විදිය. Remember, union is like sum. Union එක මතක තියාගන්න sum. Union is like addition. Then it would be okay to you, not be in a trouble. So just you need to take P dash addition plus with Q. So you mark P dash, I mark P dash in one color, right? See here. So this is, sorry, I mark P dash first. P dash mean except P, everything. So this is the P set, except P, everything you need to shade, right, outside. except P, you mark. Everything mark except P. Okay, this is P dash. Then addition with Q, then I mark Q in a different color, right? But remember, so this is the Q. So they are asking union. Union means sum of these two colored portions. මේ color which portions දෙකේම එකතුව common region එකක්ද නැහැ. If it is intersection there, then the common region for P dash and Q. But here the sum, just disregard anything, just add the two colors. Then you can see that only this part is not colored, except that everything is the answer. Right. So what is the answer? In generally, this is the except this part, all other being colored. Right, these all other parts being colored except that part. Okay, right. So this is the P dash union with Q. Right. එකතුව මේක ටිකක් ආවිල්ලා නැති ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඒක අඳුර ගන්න. Right. Okay, now question number 6. We discussed last time logarithm format to the index format. You know that in a logarithm question, in the first paper, we have this kind of questions only. Logarithm to the index or index to the logarithm only. Right. Remember the index, the other equations are not given in the first paper, just conversion only. Right. Now see there. ඒතර හරියටම බලන්න දැන් ඔයා ඒතර හරියටම දන්නවා එන question එක මොකක්ද කියලා. හරි? Right. So here logarithm of 81 to the base 3 equal 4. Right. So this is the sixth question. Now check here. Log part here, base here, 81 there. So you take the base here and shifted the base to the right side of the equal mark. Then you can see that this comes as the base and 4 goes to the index. So 3 to the power 4 equal here 81 isolated. So this is the answer. Okay. So 3 shifted to the other sides as the base, then 4 goes to the top, then 4 power and is 81. Okay, right. This is mostly we can see in the new syllabus. Okay, right. I will give in this manner, right? You can drop answer to the chat. So one exam, it came this question in all level paper, but students familiar with the numeric, but when they see the algebraic, right, got confused, panic. So what is the answer? Tell me how to write. This is all level question. Number and answer එක. එතකොට අර හෙට තියෙනවා competitive question එක, right? ඒක මම විනස් තෝරනවා හෙට තියෙන එක හෙට රෑ හැම සතියෙම එක සතියට එක්කෙනෙක් තෝරනවා firstly answer කරන හරියට. මේක ලියා ගන්න අමාරුයි නේද? Right. Yes, but the same way here you look into the base here, right? You shifted that to the other side as the base. Then what happened? Here base and here goes to the index C. And here log eliminated and B isolated. B equal A to the power C. Right, A power C equal B. Right, in the other way also, A to the power C equal B. This is called the index format. But log to be eliminated. Some are written log here. සමහර මේකේ log අයින් වෙන්නේ නැහැ logුත් එහෙමම තියෙනවා. ඒක වැරදි ඈ. හරි? Right. Okay, right. So now we are moving to the question number 7. Then in future I will tell you what are the O-level questions related to that. Okay, question number 7. Find the 20th term of the number pattern. This 13571 13573 3 dots. Then they are asking find the 20th term of the number pattern. So this is a number pattern. So this is the first term, second term, third term. Now check what is this progression. You can see a difference, common difference is there between the term. If a common difference is there, then that is an arithmetic progression. So in an arithmetic progression, finding a term given by this formula, Tn equal a plus n minus 1d. Remember that forever. For finding any term related things, you use Tn equal a plus n minus 1d, where the definition of Tn nth term, a first term, n number of term, d is the difference. Now you substitute there. They are asking what? The 20th term. So n is 20. So A is the first term is 1. 20th term, so in 20 minus 1 into difference. Difference is 3 subtract 1, 2. Then you can see that 1 plus 20 minus 1 means 19 into 2. So be careful, some students do the addition here and multiplication. No, the BODMAS rule applied. So you multiply, remove the bracket first. So 1 plus 2 into 19, 38, then it becomes 39. So the T20 given as 39. Okay, right, hands up those who got the answer. 39. Right, well done. Which questions, Puta? This question, right? So T in this is an arithmetic progression. In an arithmetic progression, to finding a certain terms, we have a formula Tn equal a plus n minus 1d. Okay, we are having definition. A is the first term, d is the difference between term. How to take the difference? Common difference. So you take consecutive terms, two adjacent terms, and after term subtract the previous term. 5 subtract 3, then you got 2. That 2 is substitute here. N is the terms you are finding, that is 20th term. N20 substitute here and you simplify. Okay, then 1 plus 19 into 2, 38, and plus 1, 39. Okay, now the eighth one. Eighth one is bit difficult one for some students. See there, factorize here 2x squared plus x minus 3, because most are doing with x squared coefficient 1, but here x squared coefficient is 2. I given here to practice it. Okay, then what is the step here? Just you multiply this constant term with x squared terms. Then what is the answer? Minus 3 into 2x squared, minus 3 into 2, minus 6, right, x squared. Then you check with the product, minus 6 to be there, and then with the addition, plus 1x to be there. Middle term is the sum of these two terms, and product is this negative 6x squared. Okay, now you know that to have a product negative, one is plus, other one minus. So then you decide the sum is plus, means the bigger one should be plus, and plus 1 is the middle term coefficient, plus 1x means here the difference, because plus minus product means plus minus adding, then it actually subtracting. That means the difference shall be 1, where the pair becomes 6 and difference 1, 3 and 2. So you check plus 1 is there. So you offer the bigger value, the plus side, 3 and 2. Then here 3 plus 3x minus 2x. Okay, then you write 2x squared plus 3x minus 2x, and here minus 3. Now you take 2 by 2 the common factors. So here you take x common, then 2x plus 3, and here you take minus 1 common, then 2x plus 3. Now then 2x plus 3 common for both the factors, 2x plus 3 taken, and here x minus 1. Okay, so I will write on the top 2x plus 3, x minus 1. Okay, that is the answer. Right, hands up those who got the answer. Factorizing. This is a bit difficult, different question. Right. okay ඒ කියන්නේ පුතා මේ වගේම questions O level paper එකේ දකින්න පුළුවන්. හරියට මේකට set වුණොත් අනිවාර්යෙන් පළවෙනි 50 ලකුණු පළවෙනි 25ට ලකුණු 50ම එනවා. එකක්වත් වරදින්නේ නැහැ. ඒතකොට ඒකෙන් impact එකෙන් අනිත් papers දුත් කරන්න පුළුවන්. අපි කියන්නේ මුලින්ම first impression එක නේ. කවුරු හරි දැක්කහම උනත් first impression එකනේ වැදගත් වෙන්නේ. ඒ වගේ තමයි මැත්ස් වලත්. first impression එකට තමයි හිත යන්නේ. ඒකට අපිටත් අර ඉන්න දැකපු ගමන් මිනිස්සේ අවුල් නම් රයිට් අපිටත් හිතට පොඩි අවුලක් එනවනේ. ඒ වගේ තමයි මැත්ස් වලත්. අපි හදන පළවෙනිම ගණන් 5 10 උත්තර එනවා නම් රයිට් කොන්ෆිඩන්ට් එක එනවා පුතා බලාගෙන ඉන්න. එතකොට මුලින් හදන ගණන් දෙක තුන උත්තර ඉන්නේ වර්ධිනවා නම් සමහර වෙලාවට දක්ෂ ළමයි ඉන්නවා අපි දැකලා තියෙනවා ප්‍රතිඵල අවුල් වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒ හේතුව අර ෆස්ට් ඉම්ප්‍රෙෂන් එක අවුල් ගියා පේපර් එකේ ඒක නිසා. ඒක අවුල් යන්නේ අපි දැන් සෙට් වෙලා ඉන්නේ ප්‍රශ්න 1025කටම කරලා තියෙන. ඊට අමතරව පේපර් ක්ලාස් through ප්‍රශ්න වෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒකට අයි මෙතනින් එහාට දෙයක් හදන්න බෑ පුතා. ඒ ප්‍රශ්නාවලියත් එක්ක. හරියට සෙට් වුණා නම් මම කියන්නේ ඒකයි. මුල්ම ලකුණු 50ම ගන්න පුළුවන් මුල 25. right. Okay, now we move to the next one. Right. So, a right prism, right, බලන්න කතාව. On the prism එක බලන්න. Right, this is the prism. ඔයකෝ prism එක නැද්ද? මේක prism එක prism එක තියෙනවා prism එක අනිත් පැත්තේ. Right. කොහොමද හරවන්නේ? Right. Right, meme kelaitan prism එක. Right, okay. See here, this is a prism. Right, so this is a triangular prism. So this is having this is a solid having a uniform cross section. What is the uniform cross section? You can see that this is the uniform cross section. Okay, when you cut in this way, the same triangular faces are there. For the solid having uniform cross sections, we have one general formula, that's the volume equal cross sectional area into the length. This is not only for the prism, for any solids having a uniform cross section, right? How to check whether it's having uniform cross section? You can cut into a certain direction and see whether the same size, same shape, same cross section is obtained. So when you cut this direction, triangular faces are there. So for that solid, this is the formula. Then you apply volume equal cross sectional area, the triangle area. So that triangle area directly given in the question, 12 square centimeter area directly given. If the area are not given, you have to find the area. Okay, into the length of the prism. The length of the prism is 10 centimeter. Okay, now you can see that volume equal 12 into 10, that is 120. What is the unit? Cubic centimeter. Okay, so that's the answer for the question number 9. So sometimes the exam, they ask the volume given, area given, L asking. So what are the quantities dealing here? 3 quantities. They are volume, area, and the length. So out of 3 quantities, 1 given and the other one is 2 given and other one asking. VAL, right? So you can see in the past paper C1. Right, the next one. Question number 10, right? So here we have to find the mod and the median. So carefully, right? Here we have 13, then 10, 12, 10 and then 12, 15, 15. Then we have 9, 11, 9, 11, 19, 18. Now check there for finding mod. Mod is the most repeated data. That means they're having the most frequency, right? Highest frequency data. So you have to identify to arrange this into the ascending order. Make ascending order eකට හදන්න ඕනේ. If you do not do that, you can find out the mod. But for median, it is must. So you cannot find the median without the ascending order. So you make the ascending order first. Okay. So first ascending order. So the 8 is the smallest one. You start with 8, then it cut, then 9 there. Okay, then 9, then here 10 there. Okay, then 11 there. Okay, then 12 there. Then 13 there. Then 15, 2, and then lastly 19. Okay, this is the first step when you see such kind of sample. Okay, arrange to the ascending order. Right now, mod is the most often data in the data sample. Right, most repeated data. You can see which one is repeatedly more. The 15 2 times. There are no any other data with 2 times. So in some distribution, imagine we have the 12 2 times as well. 15 2 times as well. So their frequency equal. So that is having 2 mod. For a sample, we may have 2 mods, 3 mods. We call that is the several mode sample. Okay. So some students think that can't mod be a 2 values? Yes, can. Right, understand. Several mode distributions are there. So now 15 15. Okay, then that is the mod. Right, mod kiyada putha mod එක 15. Okay, then they ask in the median, that is the important part. See there, for finding median, we have a formula to find the position of the median. Median equal n plus 1 upon tooth right data. Right, n plus 1 upon tooth data. So what is the n number of data here? Right, count the number of data 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So how many data are there? 9. So just take 9 plus 1 upon 2 data. So 9 plus 1, 10 upon 2 means fifth data. So that is fifth data. So now you count what is the fifth data when you arrange to the ascending order. Right. So count here 1 2 3 4 5. So the fifth data is 12. So some students underline 5. 5 නෙමෙයි එකම හැම වෙලෙම position එක දෙන්නේ මේ equation එකේ. The position of the median given by the equation. Okay, fifth data. Right. So I will give you a small trick to do that one. If you cannot understand, this is the other trick, other method to find the median. You cut from the both terminal the values. Here 1 cut and here 1. Here 1, here 1. Here 1, here 1. So the balance is this one remained without cutting, that is the median. So median is what? 12. Okay. When the number of data becomes even number, then you will be in a trouble, because likewise not exact position given, it is given a decimal value. Right. For an example, if we have the 6 data, then 6 plus 1 divided by 2 gives us 3.5 data. So this is the second example. Imagine we have such kind of data. Right, how many data are there? 3 3 6. So I'm asking to find the median. Then you know the position equation, 6 plus 1 divided by 2 data, that means 7 upon 2, 3.5 data, 3.5 data. Okay, then how to take 3.5 data? First, second, third we have, fourth have, but 3.5 lies between these 3 and 4th data. This is third data, this is fourth data, but here we got 3.5 position. 3.5 like between these two. Then what we do, we take the third data 6 and fourth data 8 divide by 2. In that case, how you do it? Right, when the position gives the decimal, if 3.5, data, you take the third one, fourth one, divide by 2. If you got 10.5 as the position, 10th data, 11th data, addition and divide by 2. Okay, understood? Right. You are given one data sample like a even not number of data file. Right now we move to the next question. See there. Right. Next question. The market price of a share is rupees 20. How much should he invested to buy 5,000 shares? Right. So invested amount equal hari lazy puta chocolate gannawa wage වැඩක්. Invested amount equal right market value per share. Market value per share එකක් කීයද multiply කරන්න number of shares. Multiply with number of shares. හරිනේ කඩේට ගිහින් chocolate ගන්නවා වගේ වැඩක්. එක chocolate එකක් 20යි, one chocolate is 20, such 5,000 chocolate is there to buy. Then 20 into 5,000. So how much they should have the money? That's the invested amount. So they have 20 rupees per each. One is 20 rupees into how many shares they need to vote? 5,000. Then what is the money requirement? 2 into 5, 10, 0 and 100,000 rupees. 100,000 is required. So invested amount equal the market value of a share into the number of share bought. Right. So here we have some other questions also. Okay. Right. Now we will move to the 12th question. See here. So I will do that one within the question. AB is a chord of the circle with O as its center. OC and AB are perpendicular. When you see the perpendicular case, right, drawn perpendicular to a chord, then see that these two sides to equal. Okay, that means the chord is bisected. Then what is the length of AC? The length of AC, if AB 10 given, just apply this theorem. If AB 10, when a perpendicular is drawn to a chord from the center, the chord is bisected. So if this is 10, this becomes half of that 5. This is also 5. Okay, 5 centimeter. Right. Write down the probability of getting a prime number when rolling unbalanced balanced die with face numbered from 1 to 6. So here, Putta, they are saying that to find unbalanced coin, sorry, balanced coin. So what is the sample space when, not coin, die is tossed, rolled up. So when a die is rolled up, this is the sample space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So finding probability, you require the sample space. Okay, right. Then you write the number of element of the sample space. Sample space having S6. Okay, then you take the event, you consider that event is taking a prime number. Out of this, check what are the prime numbers. You have 2, 3, 5. These are the prime numbers. Then you take any number of elements of set A that are 3. Okay, then probability define you. Probability of A is the number of elements of event A divided by the number of elements of sample space. That is the exact definition of the probability. P equal N upon S NS. සමහර ළමයි මේක n10 කපනවා P equal A upon S කියලා දානවා. ඔය ගොම්බට කරන්න එපා එහෙම කරන්න බෑ. Right? So P equal NA upon NS. Right? NA means number of elements of A, that means 3 upon 6. So this is the exact formal way of doing. But for this question, that is not much expected, but these are the correct way. Okay. But in your mind, you check how many prime numbers possibilities are there. 3 possibilities upon the total outcomes, total outcomes, 6 outcomes there. So then the probability develops. Then we will take the LCM as we did last time. So you can see LCM question. Right. So the question number 14th we are discussing now. Check here. 14 we have 3a squared b. ඔන්න බලාගන්න මේක LCM හොයන විදිහ ලේසිම ක්‍රමයක් කියලා තියෙනවා ඊ. Last week also we got the yesterday 6ab squared. And the other one we have 12ab. Right. See there. So I am introducing you the very easiest way of doing it, LCM. So numeric, first numeric and similar terms separate. Write a squared and then b. Okay, numeric and the numeric here 6, a and a there, and b and b squared. Then here 12, a and b, same underline, right? For finding LCM of this numeric value, you choose the bigger value. 3, 6, 12. What is the bigger value? 12. And then you check whether 3 and 6 can convert to 12, both to be converted. Yes, 3 into 4, 12, 6 into 2, 12. Okay, then 12 is the LCM. Then a squared a. So what is the maximum power? You have to take the maximum power is a squared. Then here b squared. So you take the maximum power. So what's the answer? 12a squared b squared. Okay. Right. Next one, you can see that right, related to the 15th question. So that is the midpoint theorem we discussed last week. The midpoint of side AB is P and the other side is Q. Write the relationship between PQ and BC. Two relationships are there. The PQ is parallel to BC, that is given in the question. So that are the outcomes of the midpoint theorem. PQ parallel to BC, right? The other outcome is, the second outcome is lengthwise. PQ length is half of BC. So PQ equal lengthwise half of BC. Half BC. So that is the two outcome of the midpoint theorem. Understood? Right. I think that is clear to you. Right. Question number 16, very important, similar to the scale diagram. An observer is standing 5 meters away from the base of a lamp post. Stand vertically on a horizontal ground. See the top of the pole with an angle of elevation 16. Ignoring the height of the observer, plot the information. Right. See there how to plot the information. Make it calm. Right. Question එක බලන්න. So this is how there is a horizontal level and there is a vertical building there, top post, vertical post there. That means here 90 degree. Okay, then there is a man 5 meters apart from that post, right? 5 meters apart from that. There is a man. The height is disregarded, mean now we consider that is as a point. If the height is there, then that point comes somewhere here. They ask to disregard the height. So now the point is here, A. Now this is the top of the post, right? Imagine this is BC, right? So now from this point, he is looking to the C points. When someone is looking a certain point, you have to connect that 2 points, right? By a straight line. You can connect these two by a straight line. We call that is the vision line. So this person is there, so his eye level, sorry. So his eye level, so this is the vision line we called, and his eye level is, this is the eye level. Okay, as I mentioned, this is the eye level. Then this is called the vision line. Between the eye level and the vision line, when something is looking upward, right, from the eye level, that is creates the angle of elevation. When I look something downward from the eye level, then it creates the depression. So this is the angle of elevation. See there clearly. This is the elevation angle that gives us a 60 degree, right? So this is what you need to mark. So what are the important part? This distance to mark, this vertical line to be marked, the vision line mark, and then this is the 60 mark in this manner. Okay, we in detail, if you learn, this is called the vision line, but that is not compulsory to write. And this horizontal level is the eye level here, right? It comply with the floor level, eye level, because disregarded the height. And then vision line, this is called the angle of elevation for your reference. If you do not know that condition, angle of elevation, right? So when you see something from top the bottom, then imagine there is another person at sea, then his eye level is this way, this horizontal line. Now he is looking the A, that means the same vision line, but here then it happened, the eye level comes down to see that one, that means a depression there. The magnitude wise, this is also 60. Why? You can see that this is two parallel line alternate, but the name differ. Here it is appears angle of depression. This is angle of elevation. So that are the difference here. Okay, now we are moving to the question number 17. Right. Now see the question number 17. 17 is write down the smallest integer value that satisfy the inequality 2x minus 1 greater than 9. 2x minus 1 greater than 9, the smallest integer value that it satisfies. So what you do, you have to solve first for finding solution. Bring minus 1 to the other side, so 2x greater than 9 plus 1, so 2x greater than 10. Just divide by 2 both the sides, then 2 cancel, then x greater than 5. Okay, x is a value greater than 5. Okay, so what are the solution it satisfy? So as a integer solution, I mark because they are discussing integer solution. So what are the integer solution? X is somewhere here 0, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and here 6 and 7. So x is a value greater than 5. What are the integer solution greater than 5? It is start with here 6, here 7. Likewise, it is continuing. The integer solution, integer wording there, so it cannot take in between that value. So only the whole numbers. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so on, it is continuing. So what is the smallest integer? Mean the Ola right going right side means getting value increase. So the lesser value, least value is 6, you meet first. So x minimum integer, not x minimum value, minimum integer value. Minimum integer equal right 6, which satisfy the inequality. Okay, right. So question number 18, there we have a right angle triangle, right? See there, this is the right angle triangle, and here 90 degree, and here 8 meters, 6 meters. So as mentioned yesterday, the Pythagoras triple, right? What is the value of this hypotenuse? So whenever you see two sides of right angle triangle, you can find out the third side by using this Pythagoras theorem. So what is that? If you take this is x, right, then hypotenuse is squared, that is x squared equal the other two sides square sums, 8 squared plus 6 squared. So x squared equal, right, 64 plus 36, right, then x squared equal 100. So take the square root of both the sides, plus or minus square root of 100. So now x equal plus or minus 10, but x greater than 0, then you choose 10 centimeters such that x greater than 0. Right. Okay. Right, now we move to the question number 19 here. right? In the diagram itself, find the magnitude of the angles represented by x and y. See there carefully. Here, this is a cyclic quadrilateral, okay? We can see cyclic quadrilateral, few cyclic quadrilateral. If this is 100, you can see that is also, if this is 100, this is 80. What's the theorem there? The opposite angles are supplementary. That means they add up to 180. This is 100, then this part 80. This angle is 80 degree. Okay, then you can see this is a cyclic quadrilateral, this one. Okay, then this one and this one also opposite angles, and they also add up to 180. Then here 80, then here x should be 100. So there are only two theorems related to the cyclic quadrilateral. The opposite angles are supplementary is one theorem. Okay, then if this is 180, you can see these are two parallel lines. Then here also 80. Why? They are corresponding angles. These two corresponding since the lines parallel. Now you can see this cyclic quadrilateral and see they are the exterior angle created of the cyclic quadrilateral is this 80. That 80 equal to the interior opposite angle of the cyclic quadrilateral. That's the second theorem, like exterior angle theorem. So 80 equal interior opposite y value. You can write y equal 80 degree. Okay, so x is 100 and y equal 80. Okay. Now question 20 related to the question. Right, see the question number 20. So I write here that is a quadratic equation to solve x minus 4 into right x plus 1 equal 0. Okay, now you can see that product of two factors equals 0. Now the equation is factorized. So the product equals 0. Then you know that product equals 0 mean at least 1 to be equal 0. That's the maths rule, right? With the product, you cannot make a 0 unless at least 1 0. Right. So now you say that logic x minus 4 equals 0. Or you write the x plus 1 equals 0. Here you subject x equal positive 4. The one solution, or you write the x is equal plus 1 goes to the other side. That is minus 1. Okay, that is the 20 question answer. Then we move to the 21. Okay. Understood that logic? If any doubts, ask, right? So, if any questions up to now, my students? Say yes, if for the above one, we can apply the same segment theorem also. Okay. Same segment theorem. I also saw that one. See there. And him right? Make a same segment එක දාන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් මුගේ මේවා පේන්නේ නැහැ මොකවත් නේ. මේකේ same segment දාලා x හොයන්න පුළුවන්. බලා ගන්නකෝ ඒක. මේ x මෙයා same segment 100. අයියේ මේ දෙපැත්තෙන් පටන් ගන්න තියෙන්නේ 2 terminal and here x and here 100. Same segment angle you can find x 100. Then තව ක්‍රමයක් අනිත් ක්‍රමේ cyclic නැතුවම හදන්න පුළුවන්. Very good පුතා, right? So here 100 and then here these two lines parallel, then these two are allied angle, right? Allied. So their sum is 180. So here 100, then here 80. Why 80? It's 100. The geometry likes going to the somewhere town. Imagine going to the Jaffna from Colombo, right? We have several routes. So several people approach the several path, but try to take the least minimum path with minimum effort. Okay, so 21 questions we are now discussing, right? And name හොඳට ප්‍රශ්න කරන්න argue කරන්න හොඳයි ඉතින් right? සන්තෝෂයි මේ පාරේ ඉන්න බැච් එක සාමාන්‍ය මාත් එක්ක සෙට් වෙන්නේ පුතා වැඩ කරන ළමයි සෙට් එක. බුල ගහන ළමයි සෙට් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක තමයි ස්වභාවය. ඉතින් මම වැඩ කරනවා ඒකට සෙට් වෙන පිරිස ඉන්නවා. හැබැයි රිසල්ට්ස් අරන් බලන්න ගිය පාරේම රිසල්ට්ස් හරියටම තියෙනවා සොලිඩ් ඒ තියෙන්නේ. කියන්නේ බෞද්ධයක් දෙනාටම ඒ බීට් නැති තරම් බීට් අඩුයි. ඒ නිසා හරියට වැඩ කරොත් මේ ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එකත් එක්ක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ගොඩ යනවා. පන්ති කීපයකට යන්න ඕනේ මේ සෙට් එක ඇති. මගේ අවශ්‍ය අඩුපාඩු නැතිව හරියට අපි කියන්නේ අර පෙරලා වෙන් කරලා ගන්නවා වගේ අවශ්‍ය ටික උගන්වනවා පැහැදිලිව වටපිටේ බයිලා වටපිට නැතුව සබ්ජෙක්ට් කන්ටෙන්ට් එකේ වල්වටාර නැහැ පුතා මම දැක්කද අනවශ්‍ය දිගු ගණන් උනේ නැහැ අපි කම්ප්ලයි වෙන මට්ටම දැනගත්තාම හොඳටම ඇති ඒකට සෙට් වුණාම ඇති හරි right now 21 question right ඒකෙත් විවිධ පාත් තියෙනවා right බලන්න ජියොමෙට්‍රි එක ටිකක් ඒකේ රූප සටහන ඇඳගත්තොත් හොඳයි ඒක ටිකක් හොඳ question එකක් ඒක ඇඳලා අපි නේ කොටසක් right බලන්න right so here this is the center so I connect here and sorry and here they are and here cyclic quadrilateral not cyclic here quadrilateral they are and then here we have this thing right this is the diagram මේ බෝඩ් එකකින් අපි බෝඩ් එක යූස් කරන එක නම් සෑහෙන වාසියක් වුණා ළමයි ඒ කියන්නේ මේ මැත්ස් වලට සෑහෙන වටිනවා දැන් අපි අර ඉස්සර මේකක් ඩයග්‍රෑම් එකක් අඳිනවට වඩා මේ ඔයාලටත් ඒක පැහැදිලි මාර විසිබල් සෑහෙන දෙයක් කරන්න පුළුවන් මේකෙන් ප්‍රශ්න මේක ලේටස්ට්ම version එක 2025 වලට එන බෝඩ් එක right එතකොට මේකේ options ගොඩක් තියෙනවා මම අර 10 paper එකේ paper graph එකේ හිමත් ඇඳලා automatically graph එක. ඒකේ ගොඩාක් මේ වගේ functions තියෙනවා අපි ඉස්සරහට බලමු ඒවා apply කරන්න. Right now here x to be found so now you can see here here 250 this theorem some students do not know right see that theorem here why they are so this part here equal half of this reflex angle the sect angle you do not take this angle you take the reflex why this is in two sectors this angle and this angle not related to one sector so if it is in the one sector the angle at the center is twice the angle at the sector but here that is two sectors then that argument is here reflex taken half of that is the y so y equal half of the reflex angle at the center this is the reflex angle see there this is the angle you take right මේක ගොඩාක් ළමයි දන්නේ නැහැ වරද්දනවා මේක. ඒතර මේ දෙන්න අතරයි රිලේෂන්ෂිප් එක තියෙන්නේ. මොකද්ද රිලේෂන්ෂිප් එක? y කියන්නේ මේ රිෆ්ලෙක්ස් එකෙන් half is twice the same mark in another point on the circle yes right so this is half of this is the y you know y කියලා කියන්නේ 250 ගෙන් half 250 divide by 2 so that gives you right 125 y equal 125 okay right then x when you see cyclic quadrilateral make it a theorem you can see cyclic quadrilateral but grade 10 students do not know cyclic quadrilateral the quadrilaterals where the whole vertices lies on a circle is a cyclic quadrilateral okay this is the cyclic quadrilateral I mark here so their opposite angles are add up to 180 that's the theorem so now you can see that x and y sum is 180 in that manner so we write x plus y equal 180 then for x you can substitute x we found x is not found the y found as 125 equal 180 then you can see that x equal 180 subtract 100 25. So x equal, right, 108 subtract 125 means what? 55 degrees, 55, right, 55. Okay, now the 20, two questions, right? So see that question, that is also geometry important. Geometry very important. That geometry appeared set pela teen fast track එකේ අපි geometry සාකච්ඡා කරා. Geometry ආපු ගණන් ඔක්කොම ටික හැදුවේ, right? So this is a triangle, see there, and here okay, now you can see that this is A and this is 40. This is A, this is 40, and this is 60. And then here 130. Okay, now check. Here what I can do, here I can see the exterior angle theorem of the bigger triangle. The bigger triangle එක දිහා බලන්න exterior angle theorem එක apply වෙනවා. For this one, the larger triangle here. So this is the large triangle, and see the exterior angle theorem, that is 130 equal interior opposite sum මේ දෙකේ එකතුවට සමානයි. So the exterior is 130, that is equal interior opposite sum. The sum of these two, I write it as y. Then you can say that 130 equal, right, exterior equal interior opposite sum. This is y plus 60. Okay, then you can subject y equal 130 subtract 60, then y equal 70 degree. Y equal 70 degree. Okay, that means this part 70 degree. So that is found. Now you can check here the small triangle, right? They add up to 180. So you can write, so 70 plus A plus 40 equal 180. Then you can say that A plus 100, 110 equal 180. So A equal 180 subtract 110. So equal 70 degree. Equal 70 degree. Okay, fine. Uh, 110 upon 2 is x. Oh, which one, Puta? Ah, yes, 19 one, yes. He also, this one, right? In 17th, can't we take 5? No, we can't. Why? That says x greater than 5, greater than 5. So that doesn't equal 5. Greater than 5 තියෙන 5 equal නැහැ. Equal symbol එක නැහැනේ. ඒක නැති වුණොත් ගන්න බෑ. Greater කිව්වහම equal අවස්ථාව නැහැ. ඒක තියෙන නම් equal sign එක තියෙන්න ඕනේ මෙහෙම. Sign එක මෙහෙම තිබ්බොත් greater. ඒ අදාළ value එක ගන්නෙ නෑ යා. මෙහෙම තිබ්බොත් එයා ඒ value එකත් ගන්නවා. ඒකයි වෙනස් වෙන්නේ එතන. Yes, 19th question එකේ පුතා x හොයාගත්තා 110 divided by 2. Yes, ඒකේ නම් සෙන්ටර් එකක් නැහැ හැබැයි 19th එකේනේ මම හිතනවා ඔයාලට වැරදුනේ 21 වෙන්න ඕනනේ 21 එකට. ඔව් ඒකේ ගන්න පුළුවන් ඒක, right. x කියන්නේ 110 divided by 2. Yes, මේකේ. එතකොට මෙතනින් ගත්තාම මේකෙන් half එක මෙතෙන්ට සෙට් වෙනවා. මෙතන 250 නම් inside එක හොයා ගන්න පුළුවන් angle add up 360 මේක හොයා ගන්න පුළුවන්. මේකෙන් භාගෙ මෙතෙන්ට සෙට් වෙනවා x. ඒකත් හරි. Yes. Okay, right. That's okay. Right. Now we move to the next one. Right. So ලකුණු බලා ගන්න. Right, 23rd. Right, ලකුණු දාන්න ready වෙන්න හැමෝම. 23rd. So 23rd is write the equation of the straight line passing through the point the ගානක් 0,3 and 4,6. Right. So I wrote here also we had that the right. Imagine this is the way of doing it. There is a straight line passing through the right 2 points given 0,3. Right, where 0,3 here x0 and 3 here 0,3 and there is another point 4,6. Right, somewhere here 4,6. Right, now it is passing through these 2 points. They are asking its equations. To find the equation of a straight line, you require two things, that's the gradient and the intercept. So because the equation format equal y equal mx plus c, so you require gradient and the intercept. Okay, so how to find the gradient? Y difference of x difference. So you have the two coordinates here 0, 3, 4, 6. Take the y difference into a certain direction. Here y is 6, subtract. Here y is 3, divide by. Here x is 4, subtract. Here x is 0. So 6 subtract 3, 3 upon 4. So m is the gradient, gradient equal 3 upon 4. So now you need to find the intercept by looking into the coordinate. Without plotting the graph, you can find the intercept. How? So the intercept means the y-axis cutting point. At y-axis cutting any points, right, their x coordinate is 0. All the time on the y-axis, x coordinate 0. Then how to find the intercept coordinate 0, comma something. 0, comma flower there. Then what is the intercept? Flower is the intercept. Why 0, comma? So how to identify the intercept coordinate? 0, comma coordinate is there. That means after the 0, that value is the intercept flower. So here 0, comma 3 there, then 3 is the intercept. So C directly find C is 3. Now you can apply y equal mx. For m you replace 3 upon 4, x plus c, c is plus 3. Okay, so what is the answer? Y equal 3x upon 3, 4x plus 3. Hands up those who got the answer. 3/4 x upon plus 3, right? Very good. Nice questions, huh? Right, so 24th question. Right? So the next one, 24th. Simplify 5 upon 6x 5 upon 6x into, right, 3x upon 10. So 3x upon 10. Right, now in multiplication, check in this direction, any simplification. You can see that 5, 1, 5, 2. Okay, then 3, 1, 3, 2. Then x is cancelled with x. Okay, now you can see the top part, 1 into 1, 1 upon 2 into 2, 4. 1 upon 4. Okay, just simplify in this direction. On the background එකක් නියමයි. හැබැයි මේකේ පොඩ්ඩක් color ඔයාලට visible on the background එකක් කියන්නේ මේක මම answer background එකක්, right? දැන් අර green ගතිය තියෙන background එක. Right. ඔන්න ඊළඟ ප්‍රශ්නය last question. We have 2 points A and B. Right, we have 2 points A and B there. Okay. Okay, then they are asking equidistance to they're asking A and B are 2 houses. Yes, 2 houses. If a lamp to be erected equidistance to 2 houses A and B. So just identify equidistance to A and B. A and B are 2 points. So equidistance to 2 points means what? Directly the locus is known. Equidistance to 2 point means they are perpendicular bisector. So how you do it? You connect these two lines right together, then draw the perpendicular bisector of that. So you draw the perpendicular bisector, right? How you know? You know how to draw the perpendicular bisector. Keeping there the compass, make an arc, and here arc. Okay, go there and cut this arc and cut this arc. Okay, then you can connect these 2 points, right, in this manner. Then this is two things to mark. Remember that some students just draw this one only, but indicate that is a perpendicular bisector. So what are the two things? Perpendicular means 90 degree they are, bisector they are, right? These are equal, right? So mention these things in the question, perpendicular bisector, right? So successfully completed the chapter 2, right? I think that is okay. Right. So can you send me your marks out of 50, my students? I drop the marks and leave. So tomorrow we are meeting at 10 p.m. Right. So for upcoming session, we can conclude within 1 hour to 15 minutes likewise, because that the beginning session, so then very good, right? 48, 46, 48, right? So especially focus the incorrect questions and see again for the incorrect questions, then you can catch up these. Okay. Okay, 24th question. Check 24th. 24th puta, this one, 5 upon 6x into 3x upon 10. 5 upon 6x. 5 upon 6x into 3x upon 10. Just simplification, fraction multiplication. You check into this direction and this direction simplification. So here you can see 5, 1 for 10, 5, 2. Then here 3, 1 for 6, you can simplify 3, 2. Then x simplify with x. Right, then top part 1 into 1, 1, bottom part 2 into 2, 4. So that comes as 1 upon 4. Okay, right. Any other questions? The fifth question eකට answer එක. Fifth question එකට answer එක ඇවිල්ලා තිබුණේ අර මෙන්න මේ කොටස හැරෙන්න අනිත් ටික සියල්ලම shade වෙලා තිබුණේ. ඒකට P තිබුණේ Q තිබුණේ මෙන්න මේ කොටස හැරෙන්න මෙන්න මේ සියල්ලම shade වෙනවා. අර මෙන්න මේ ඇතුලේ කොටස හැරෙන්න. මෙන්න මේ ටික shade වෙන්න බෑ. ඒක හැරෙන්න අනිත් ටික. ඒක වෙනස් ගානක් ඈ. ඔක ආවුත් ගොඩාක් ළමයි වරද්දනවා union එක දැම්මොත්. Right. Any other questions? Okay, right. No questions, right. Okay, Buddha. So tomorrow we have the session at 10 p.m. We will meet with the third session of 75 questions. Then we completed. Okay, right. Thank you very much. We'll meet by tomorrow.